Good evening, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Miss Yakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem, Sapphire. Hey, listen, I always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yakov is trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here. The name of this is called The Principle. Let's get into this clip with Dave East.
Before I was a celebrity, that when I met them, I didn't like the vibe, how they was. So then when I became famous and seen them again, I ain't want to talk to them. Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but I'll see them out somewhere and be like, yeah. You heard? That nigga fronted on me crazy before he knew who I was. So all that XP coming over here now, yo, what up, man? I mean, I'll keep it cool in public. What up, all right? But fuck out of here. Cause no, like I said, you never know who you meeting, bro. So don't shit on nobody. You know what I mean? Cause that nigga that you think ain't nothing today, you might be trying to get a job from that nigga in 2-3 years. Like, so always show love, bro. Like, it don't take nothing to show love. This shit don't take no money from you. It don't make you a sucker. It don't make you corny. It don't make you lame. Show love. If love need to be shown. I'm not telling everybody to just be out here showing love to everybody, but if it's a situation, if it need to be shown, it don't hurt you to show it. Like, you smell me? Like, I met celebrities before I was a celebrity. That
It's a lot to unpack with that, but let me just say this. It's just the principle of this. You see, the first clip, he stood on business with that dude because the dude tried to talk to him and he like, nah, man, I can't, nah. Because the dude ain't want nothing to do with Dave East. Before Dave East became famous and all that, he ain't want nothing to do with Dave East. He ain't want nothing to do with Dave East. He just straight took a dookie on Dave East when Dave East ain't have nothing. When they ain't have nothing, they treated Dave East like an outcast when he ain't had nothing. Now he became famous and everybody want to stop him and want to be all in his face. He like, nah, get out of here. Nah. See, this is what happens when you try to spin the block. I keep telling people, you got to stand on business. However you feel, that's fine. But don't try to spin the block later on down the line, trying to be my friend and all that. Nah, can't. You want to know why, though? Because it's your overall character. I keep telling people, when you kick me down at my lowest, consider yourself a dead man walking. Real talk. Consider yourself a dead man walking. When you kick me down at my lowest, nah, ain't no turning back from that. Ain't no turning back from that. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of stuff that go on. Ain't no turning back from that. They kicked Dave East when he was down at his lowest. That guy, before Dave East became Dave East, that guy wasn't paying him no mind, nothing. Dave East shut him down like, nah, man, we ain't doing that. He told him straight up like, nah, man, we ain't doing nothing because when I ain't had nothing, that's how I was. So we just want to keep it like that. And he stood on business. But that goes to show you. And then you heard in the other clip, he said you don't kick nobody when they down because you never know who you might meet. You might need that person 2-3 years later down the line. You don't know how life may turn and you kicking people down. You never know. You might need them one day. He said it don't cost you nothing to show love. And it's like that too. It's like that. Even with me, I extend myself to a lot of people and I show love to a lot of people and they never show love back. And I'm like, yo, like, I still show love anyway because I know at the end of the finish line, You want to try to spin the block just like that dude, and guess what? It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah, 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 nah. You kicked me when I was down. You wasn't even thinking about me. You wasn't paying me no mind. I still showed you love. Just like what Dave East just said. He said, yo, I still showed you love. And that's the same thing what I did. I still showed you love. Even after the fact. Even after the fact, I still showed you love. So at the end of the finish line, guess what? Don't come try to spin around that block again, because nah, it's your character. I don't like people with that type of character. And Dave East stood on business. That's the only thing I like about Dave East. Anything else about that, he's just, he got his little money and his fame and all that, but Dave East a demon in his own world. You know what I'm saying? But that basically right there, that's the only thing I like right there. He stood on business and he put dude in his place. Like, don't come over here with that. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. Hey, listen, a lot of souls, even the atheist gonna be just like that dude. Gonna be just like I'm trying to spin the block around. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. Oh, I didn't believe them, but now, no, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. You gotta check that way before you get to the finish line. You can't wait till you get to the finish line to try to clear it all up. Nah, you got to stand on business. However you feel towards me, you got to stand 10 toes down on that. Okay? Because I'm going to hold you to that. Real talk, I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to charge it to the game. You dig? Anywho, it's that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. I'm out.